Well, I wasn't really planning on doing a video today, but here we are. I have some important things to share with you. I'm super excited. We finally know which Omni I will have, that I will be able to show you all the things. So before I tell you exactly how this went down and actually all of that, I want to thank you guys because I've gotten hundreds of comments over the last week or two regarding the content that I have put up on YouTube about not only the Omni, but just UV printing with a flatbed desktop UV printer in general. So appreciate that. I love all your comments. All of your feedback has been wonderful. One of the really great things that I pride myself on is that I, for the last 15 years, have kept to my promise to remain independent, transparent, and really just working for you rather than anyone else. So, of course, this is my business. Of course, when you click on a link, I get a kickback if you make a purchase, but I pride myself on making sure that you know the good, bad, ugly, and what you're getting yourself into from the top. So I appreciate that many of you have commented that not only has the information been fully helpful to you in deciding which model of the Omni to get, but also opening your eyes to some of these processes that really are not commonplace, specifically in the at-home craft kind of marketplace. And DTG is one of them. I have a video where I explained all of that because DTG has just really, it's been more on the commercial side. And of course, with the O1 Omni DT fabric model, that is now going to be available to you. So as I've said many, many times, it is not throw your shirt on and print and be done. There's many more steps to it. And now I'm going to show you what just arrived. So I was just sitting here. You can probably see here, I have a whole bunch of samples. This is kind of like what I do. Like this is my office. There's multiple little areas. And I was just doing some test printing. So I know the other feedback that I've seen, or comments, I shouldn't say feedback. The other comments that I've seen are people are like, can the beta testers do X, Y, and Z? You guys, I'm not a beta tester for xTool, although I have worked extensively with xTool on many, many projects. But I will tell you, it takes a ton of time. So please, please, please appreciate your beta testers who are out there doing this because it is a thankless job. You are literally printing dozens and dozens and dozens of samples. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, start over, try something else, adjust the settings, blah, 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 blah. Take photos. But just please make sure that you understand that beta testing is not a tutorial. Beta testing is the purpose of that is to provide feedback back to the company so that they can make improvements from real users, because I can't tell you more nothing is more true than a developer or a tech who is working on a software or a machine and thinks in theory on paper this sounds awesome, and then you get it to the user and it's like, well, the user experience is not quite like that. The workflow is a little different. This actually may be better. So that's what beta testing does. All right, so I beta tested many things. I did not beta test the Omni, but I just got a knock on my door and we finally know which version of the machine I will be getting to share with you. And yes, xTool sent it to me, just like they've sent me literally. Wait till you see this pile of boxes over here. Okay, as I was saying about beta testing, this is how long it takes. I have boxes on boxes. I don't even have time to get the stuff out of the boxes, because once you get the stuff out of the boxes, then you have to set it up, then you have to learn it, then you have to do the software, then you have to, film videos, then you have to edit videos, then you have to record a script, then you have to, put it on YouTube, then you have to answer the question. So it takes time. And anyway, I like to get it right. I like to do tons of research myself, so that I can be as helpful to you as possible, because what I don't want is you spending $3,000 or $4,000 getting your Omni, and then you're like, oh crap, I got the wrong model. I should have got this other one. Or oh darn it, I thought when I spent $16.99 on the single UV, that was going to be it. And little did you know that you actually need all these other things to do all the things you wanted to do. Okay, anyway, I'm not done quite with my rant, but let's just show you what I got. And you guys, I want you to ask questions. Tell me in the comments what questions you have. Okay, I'm coming around to get my camera, and then I'm going to show you what we've got here. So first of all, this is the part of the office that I don't typically show. And let's see, remember what I said? Boxes on boxes. Okay, so we can now see that this is the platen, the DTG platen. This is the one that I will be getting. Obviously, the printer has not arrived yet, but my very friendly UPS man, I use UPS, just dropped this off. This actually says it's a 1 of 1, which means he didn't have the rest of the printer with him, which is fine. It will be coming. But garment tray. So garment tray comes with the 01 Omni DT and fabric edition. When xTool asked me which one do you want, to be honest, I said a different model, but I actually think that this might be the most helpful to you guys because so many people have so many questions about the DTF and DTG. And I am so excited to be able to compare DTF transfers on the Omni versus the apparel printer, which is literally right behind this printer. So this is not a pretty view. This is not what I typically like to show. This is like when the guy comes and I'm like, just add it to the pile. Unfortunately, it just takes me a time to get the stuff out of the box. And yes, you can probably see that I have a WonderPress here as well, which xTool, they are so generous with their machines. And I am so fortunate that xTool has kind of been like, Melissa, do your thing. You've been around since the initial M1. You have all of the lasers. Some of the lasers I never even have gotten out of the box. I literally had to like skip the model because, as you guys know, they are fast and furious with how they put out equipment. And I actually know of more stuff that's in the pipeline. Very, very exciting. But I want you to ask questions. I want you to tell me in the comments, what do you want to know about the Omni, specifically in this case, about the DT and fabric Omni model that you don't know yet? Okay, what questions do you have? Are you still deciding? Are you trying to figure out, did I make a mistake in buying the other version and I want to do this? Are you wondering, can this actually keep up with your business for your shirts? Are you wondering, what else do I need besides the platen? Which, by the way, the garment platen comes as part of the DT fabric model. So there are other things that you need to add on separately, but this is not one of them. This is part of that printer and it comes with it. Now, where my printer is, I don't know. My guess is they will probably be like on Monday or Tuesday when I actually am going to be out. They are probably going to be wanting to deliver that. But for right now, and actually, I'm just gonna interrupt myself for a second because I'm gonna be out on Monday, and I never would normally do this, but many of you probably don't know, but less than 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I was diagnosed on a routine screening. So I'm very, very passionate about making sure that you get your health screenings. And so Monday, I will be out for a colonoscopy. If you've ever gone through that, God bless you. It's necessary to do, not so fun to do. But anyway, this will be waiting for me. Make sure that you leave your comments. Tell me in the comments which model you got, which model you are waiting for, what accessories are you buying, and again, what questions. Okay, guys, I know this video is totally different than the videos that I normally do, but I thought it was super fun and important to be able to show you guys this, also get my little PSA out there. And what do you want me to open first? Should we do the Omni or the WonderPress? Let me know in the comments. See you guys.